Hi everybody, it's me Anna from the Indiana channel. So will you please hit like, subscribe, and the notification button to help me keep building my channel. And will you share my video? Ta-ching! Hi you guys, hi. It's Tuesday and I just want to say I love everybody. I hope everybody had a really good Halloween last night. Man, it was so cool to see some of my grandkids and my kids and see them happy and running around all dressed up and collecting candy and seeing all the other kids trick or treating. And when parents spend time with their kids, there's happiness in that for the kids. Maybe I know sometimes as a parent it can be a little annoying, but it's nice to see people do that. But I wanted to share because I was at work today. Oh my God, today has been a beautiful day today. It has been so nice outside, and it's hard being stuck inside of a manufacturing company when you are when it's so beautiful out. And there's those moments I just feel like such a robot. That's a whole nother video. But anyway, when I got off work, I decided to, go to the gym. And I had thought about this while I was at the gym, not so much at work, but I thought about it when I was at the gym, what I wanted to talk about on my video tonight. And I'm going to try not to drag it out and say the same things over and over again like I do sometimes. But I do usually have a setup that what I want to talk about. And it usually, I kind of just keep going on and on and on, and it loses this momentum. But yeah, speaking of Halloween, so here goes. So I consider myself to be about 75%, maybe 80%, pretty healthy eater. As far as drinking water, what I put in my body, it's taken me truly years to realize how important what I eat is and what I drink. I try to stay away from caffeine. I do 1 cup of coffee a day, and I don't do pop anymore. Occasionally I'll have a pop. I did today, so that's why it's so fresh in my mind. Because it just gives me that caffeine high. It just makes me, kind of all giddy. But not only that, so last night was Halloween, and I was with at my ex-sister-in-law's house, and she always has this big cauldron of candy, and I just ate so many Rolos, Butterfingers, Reese cups, them little Whopper candies, the Milk Dud candies. It's just chocolate and chocolate and chocolate and chocolate. And I was on such a sugar high. It was crazy. But when I finally went to sleep, I don't think I went to sleep. I think I crashed. And I woke up this morning with a sugar hangover. I'm not sure if anybody knows what that is, but it's when you are on a sugar high, you crash through your sleep, and you wake up and you're kind of sugar hungover, and you just feel blah. And I felt like, this morning it was horrible. I did not want to open my eyes. Everything felt heavy. And it doesn't help that it's dark too, because the time is changing and it's staying darker longer. So I didn't want to get out of bed. I was all like, I get up out of bed. I go to work. My eyes are all, poofy looking. I'm just exhausted. And while I was at work, I remember thinking, oh my God, I remember one Christmas when, I'll never forget it. My son, he was 6 years old, and he had ate a bunch of candy out of his stocking, and he comes sliding through the kitchen floor on his socks going like, I had too much sugar. And he was just like bouncing off the walls. But I kind of always preached that, how important it is what we put in our body. But I've never been really strenuous about it with myself until I've gotten older, just in the last couple of years. Anyway, so I was feeling like crap all day. And, a girl I work with, she gave me a Mountain Dew, and I drank that. And it kind of helped towards the end of the day a little bit, that little caffeine boost. But the truth is where I'm going with this is what I put in my body, the sugar intake I put in my body, the caffeine, all that matters. Sugar and caffeine and unhealthy foods can seriously cause depression and anxiety and bloating and uncomfortableness. I'm saying this because health in our recovery is really important too. Our physical health, taking care of ourselves, is really important. And sometimes we all backslide. And so I really am sharing this because when I was at the gym today, when I got off work, I was really thinking about how important what I put into my body is, and how it definitely, and I don't think about it as much until I go through a moment like this. I was miserable this morning, and I was just off kilter, and I didn't feel good. I felt slow. I felt sluggish, all from what I put in my body. Just the sugar intake I put in my body last night completely killed me today. It had me drained. And where I'm going with this is, on top of how what we put in our body is important, and I'm not telling anybody how to feed their kids or what to give their kids or not to give their kids candy or any of that. I would never say that. But man, it's really important what we eat, what our kids eat before they go to bed. You know, the chips, the sodium chips, the pizza, candy, cupcakes, cake, brownies. When they indulge in that late at night before they go to bed, think about that sugar hangover if you've ever had one. And if you've never had one and you don't know what I'm talking about, try it. Eat a couple of candy bars, go to bed, and see how shitty you feel in the morning. And then think about that's how our kids feel. They feel blah too. And, I'm not saying it's not okay to have a bad day just because I was having a bad day this morning. I wasn't mean to anybody, but I was definitely in my own zone to myself. And I'm a very kind person, and I'm outgoing and friendly, but I was definitely not that today. And not mean, but I definitely wasn't like, hi. I was more like, oh God, please nobody talk to me. I ain't got effort for conversation right now. And I don't want to be that person. But what I put in my body can make me that person. But I mean, I do it myself. I did it to myself. But I was having fun last night. So woohoo. And once in a while, it's okay for me to do that. But I really want to share how important it is, how we feel, and how what we feed our kids at what time really does matter, and how it makes them feel, and how it throws them off kilter, and how they can have a bad morning. And we as adults talk about how it's okay to have a bad day, and it truly is okay to have a bad day. It is okay to be isolated. It's okay to be withdrawn from people. It's okay to feel off kilter. All that's okay. But when we're thinking about that, let's think about that with our kids too. That our kids can have an off day. Our kids can have a blah day. Our kids can eat the wrong thing and it make them feel and depressed and, just lazy and blah. Our kids can have a bad day just like we do. And sometimes we need to understand. I mean, I really suggest, and this is something I'm really practicing in my own life right now, is when I see one of my grandkids or somebody else even, kind of just feeling and blah or off kilter, I try to remember that I can have a bad day. Everybody else is entitled to have a bad day too. I don't have to beat people up or, think bad things about people just because they kind of want to be to themselves or standoffish. It's okay. But I just wish that more people could see that it's not just adults like that. Kids can have those same feelings and be thrown off balance just as easily as an adult can. Sugar hangovers are real. And if you don't believe me, you can look it up. Or you can just try it. Listen, I don't recommend it if you got to go to work next day because you'll be like so uncomfortable. But eat you 2 big fat candy bars before you go to bed and just see how you feel in the morning. I hope you drink coffee. Anyway, it's just a suggestion to give it a try. It ain't no like kind of TikTok challenge because I don't even do TikTok or anything like that. But I mean, just see how it makes you feel and then think about how your kids are going to feel. And then when you see that they're blah or they're tired or they're off kilter, maybe you'll have a little more understanding of what they're going through. Anyway, I just wanted to share that today because it's just something I experienced this morning. And oh man, this is already almost 8 minutes. Oh my gosh, 9. All right, I was trying to make this shorter tonight. Anyway, I hope everybody had a really good Halloween. I hope everyone has a really good rest of your evening. And tomorrow's hump day, so the week is halfway over. And I'm starting to talk faster now because I was trying to make this under 10 minutes. Anyway, I love everybody. So please, when you see somebody having a bad day or you think they're off kilter, just be kind. Everybody's not bipolar. Sometimes people are just having an off day and they can have an off couple days. You don't know what's going on in their life. It don't always have to be sugar. But try the candy bar thing and see how you feel. And then think about your kids when they're eating sweets at night. I love you guys. Have a really, really good night. And I'll probably make a video on Thursday. I love you guys. And so will you please hit like, subscribe, and the notification button to help me keep building my channel. And will you share my video? I love you guys. I love you guys. All right. Good night.